That's our crack there. You can hear it. And then if you let it cool down, you should be able to pull it out. This is my little tractor. In a previous slice, looked like it was punched in the face. I'm not going to repair it so it's immaculate, but I want to maybe make that a little bit stronger so it doesn't get any worse or start falling off it. I'm going to staple this one with some pot staples and we'll see how it works. This is going to be the first bit. I want to make this, the actual body of this, better. As you can see, look, so I feel the need to finally fix this after 5 years. Right, first thing is that one's obviously popped out. That might have been where it got the full force of this punch. So I'm going to try and manipulate this. I wonder if it's worth warming this up. Yeah, let me warm that up, give it a little bit more flex. Oh, it's got a lot more bend to it now. Hopefully I can get this out. It's actually quite hot. Trying to pull this apart because I think that's going to go past here, like that, and then go and pop back in. Or you're going to bite me in the arse. Just pass there. Come on. You don't want to play, do you? Oh, there we go. That's better. Right. Ow, it's hot. Hot? Why is it hot? Be some clown heated it up. Right, it's gonna. Oh, pop that in lovely. That one did. That there. Right, we're kind of. It ain't pretty. I'm going to warm that up again and see if it hopefully resets a little bit, relaxes maybe. It's kind of relaxed a little bit, but I think the trick's going to be finding the bits. Well, it's going to have to be stapled in a certain order, and I think we have to start with the spine of it, this bit here. Maybe knit that together, and hopefully that'll allow me to get the other bits more together or in the right place. It's flattened out. There's obviously a bit of a curve to this, and where that's cracked there, it's doing this, and I need to bring it back up. I think that's going to be my first staple, somewhere in there. Luckily, I've got lots of different shapes, staples with this kit, and I bought some additional ones, so I've got all sorts of sizes. But let's get into looking at that. So this is the kit as it came. Basically, it just applies a current across there, and you get these staples. You don't get loads, so I bought some extra ones. But yeah, that's basically that. That gets hot, melts the plastic, knits it together. I've used it a couple of times, quite a lot of success. But there you go. I bought different shapes because I figured if it's any good, it's worth having a few on standby, because you never know, especially having a small child. That's what this thing does a lot, fixing plastic toys. But let's look at this. There's a pair of pliers that comes with side cutters, but they're bonk. They're just bin them. They're kind of no good at all, really. But the tool's actually alright. Feels fairly hefty. It heats the things up and melts them, which is all we want to ask it to do, really. I'm using a woodworker's clamp just to keep a little bit of tension on it. I'm still going to have to hold that together, but this might hold it enough so I can get the first one in here, and then this part of it wants to flap down. So I'm thinking I'll get this in first, and then we'll fix that bit. Get different shapes of these, and I'm going to start with this one. I think kind of want to put it across there. I think that might be a good start, and then I'm going to put a straight one right across the top of it. And to use it, put the staple in, and then just basically pull the trigger, and then you should get a little bit of smoke. See, it's changed colour there, down there. And the trick is to not stick this in too far, because I don't want to push it through the other side and I don't want to see it. That's alright, I can't see that. Now hopefully that's the first of many probably on this job. And we can actually grind them flat with a Dremel if we need to. The other thing I've got is like a soldering iron for plastic repairs, so we can heat that up and fold it over. But let's get a straight one in now. Let me find that. I'm going to try and pop it in right there, just to add a little bit of strength to it. This is going to flicker because the LED, but that's our crack there. You can hear it. And then if you let it cool down, should be able to pull it out. Right, that's the first two. This is what I'm going to use now. Put it in there to strengthen this bit. And I've got it resting on a bit of oak just to push it up because it's sticking down a little bit. Hopefully that's a better angle. And you can see this one's got a bit of a twist to it, so it makes it a little bit more easy for me to manoeuvre. I'm just going to push down on this a little bit and then hopefully melt this into here. So give it 5 seconds. There we go, it started making a noise. Power off. Just sink it in. You can put a little bit of power on if it's not going quite right. That's it, that'll do. I might have gone a bit too deep with that one. That one there looks a little bit. Right, I've just tweaked this one. Made it a bit more of a 90, a bit more than it was. Just thought with the angle, so hopefully it fits where I want it to go a bit better. 1, 2, see the smoke, there you go. Right, that should be hot enough now. In. Put it out. I don't know if you can see that, but that first one I did has obviously gone in too far, but this is quite thin. It's a lot thinner than this bit, so hopefully I haven't gone down too far, but if we have, it's just one of those things. I had to put 2 straight ones in there because this was wanting to go this way, so that holds it that way, and then I put another one, so there's actually 2 in there now, which is why it looks like a dog's breakfast. I'm going to be brave. I'll take this clamp off and hopefully it doesn't. Brilliant. Ping apart. Right, okay, it's a bit more manoeuvrable now. Clamps out of the way. Let's take the first look at story so far. This is the bit we're working on. It's actually pretty flush. A little high spot there, but it's not too bad. I'm guessing there's going to be gaping holes in this because it's been like this for years, but if we can improve it, that's good. Here's the big reveal. It ain't pretty, but I wasn't trying to make it pretty. I just want to make it structural. I mean, I can, whether I will or not, get some sort of filler or something just to fill these gaps, but they've been burred over. I think where it got pushed in, it sort of snapped the edges off and there's like little bits missing, so I was never going to join this up completely, and it's been weathered for God knows how many years. I've had this thing 5 years and I've never done anything with it, so a bit of glare there, but there you go. It don't look like it's been punched in the face now, it just looks like it's got a few wrinkles. I couldn't resist. I've got this, it's a wood burning kit. I'm just going to neaten these up. Well, I say neaten them, just squish them down a little bit so there's no chance of these coming out. I don't think they would, but this was in the same box as my stapler, so it seemed rude not to. I'm just going to melt this over the top of the staple. And it should. It stinks, by the way. Probably should have the window open. If it weren't raining so hard, you wouldn't be able to hear a thing. But yeah, there's a little bit of smoke coming off of this. This isn't going to be pretty, but like I say, I don't need it to be. I just want it to not get any worse. So that's a tractor. But you can apply this to any sort of plastic trim really that you've got. Like I say, I've done a lot. I mean a lot of my Litlan's toys. It's got no concept of not breaking stuff. It's a little bit better. But obviously now this is all rough, so if you wanted to put some, I don't know, epoxy or anything like that over the top of it, you've got a lovely surface to key onto. There we go. Just squished it over the back again. Gives it just a little bit extra strength. And then there we go. I may do something with the front of this, but for the minute I need to fix these pegs. So that's the next problem.